Married at First Sight Season 18 cast member David Trimble is in hot water with his wife, Michelle Tomblin, for an alleged mistaken S**xt, and it's looking murky whether Michelle will believe his explanation. There are 4 other couples who joined David and Michelle in Married at First Sight Season 18, Juan Franco and Carla Juarez, Camille Parsons and Thomas, Alan Slovic and Madison Myers, and Ikechi Ojore and Emma Mobot. The couples have already reached their 1-month anniversary milestone, and they have about 3 weeks left in the 8-week-long experiment. MAFS Season 18 is already proving more successful than the past few years of seasons, as no one has ended the experience early. Ikechi moved out of his shared apartment with Emma, and it looked like they were over, but they are giving the marriage another shot. Season 18 does promise a cheating scandal and a couples swap, with the latter being a first in the show's history. At this point, it's unclear which cast members are involved in the scandals, but David's recent trouble is not painting the best picture. David-Michelle MAFS Season 18 marriage has been rocky. Michelle has disdain for David. David asked the Married at First Sight experts for a blonde-haired, blue-eyed independent woman, and that's what he got in Michelle. Michelle wanted a tall, dark, and edgy man who was ambitious and patient, which she got with David. Upon seeing each other for the first time at the altar, both parties liked what they saw, and they shared their first kiss after becoming an officially married couple. Where the disconnect came was during David and Michelle's first conversation. David relayed that he lived in his parents' basement unit and that he smoked cigarettes, which immediately turned Michelle off. During the honeymoon, Michelle also learned that David had his EXS name tattooed on his chest, which was another major strike. Furthermore, Michelle wanted space from David, and he continued to communicate with her, driving her to shut down and become even more overwhelmed by the idea that she didn't get the partner she wanted, via Access Hollywood. David grew frustrated by Michelle's major reluctance to participate in the marriage, and it led to several uncomfortable talks where they hit impasses. When they moved in together back in their native Chicago, Michelle continued to spiral and lose faith in her and David's marriage. However, the experts reminded her that they were well matched, and David assured Michelle that he wasn't going anywhere. While Michelle endeavored to improve her outlook, David continued to be steadfast, but Michelle found other things about David she didn't like the way he dressed, spoke, and stayed out. In the latest episode, there was another incident that set Michelle off, and it's something they may not come back from. David sent a strange text to Michelle. "I just wanna eat you up close." During the most recent episode, Michelle opened up about a text message she received from David the night before. Michelle knew the text was not meant for her, and confronted David about it. Michelle thought that it was a S**xt message meant for another girl. David explained that the text was supposed to be for his cousin Denise as a description about the Chinese food she was eating. Michelle did not buy David's explanation. Michelle and David dug deeper in another conversation. When they talked again, Michelle pressed him to read the conversation with his cousin, and David said he deleted it. This prompted Michelle to ask David if there were any other women he was talking to, and David said he had messaged with some past Tinder dates, and even met up with one for coffee. Michelle was appalled that David had kept past women he dated in his life since he was married, and she let him know that she was certain he was lying about the text messages' meaning and intention. David decided to take a defensive approach to the suspect message situation. David's approach is not going over well with Michelle, who seems to have lost any confidence she did have in David. How David has been perceived in MAFS Season 18. David has gotten mixed reviews. David has not developed the best reputation in Married at First Sight Season 18. David's living salutation has been perceived negatively not only by Michelle but also by MAFS fans. In MAF's history, anyone with a questionable and non-traditional living situation has not had positive results in their marriages. Moreover, David's style and priorities have been called into question, as many have thought of him as not ready for marriage. On the flip side, David does have supporters who believe he has a lot of redeeming qualities and is being misunderstood by Michelle, who is driving David's poor narrative. David has a strong family bond, is financially independent, and has a social and fun personality. The reviews for David have been mixed by both Michelle, who has admitted to David's good qualities, and by fans who don't want another failed MAFS couple. Related 20 Best Reality TV Shows. Right now reality TV is more popular than ever. With so many to choose from, here are some of the best reality TV shows to stream or watch right now. Hosts: Is Michelle ever going to believe David's explanation? Michelle has shut down before close. Michelle already had one foot out the door before this alleged S***X situation broke. Now, Michelle seems adamant about David's guilt in the circumstances, and was also pushed past her comfort zone by David still talking to people he's dated. Michelle has a deep mistrust now, and wants to get to the bottom of David's text messages and commitment to marriage. David's defensive attitude is not helping Michelle's stance, and he will need to change his tune if Michelle is going to accept him again. In the next episode of Married at First Sight Season 18, David and Michelle will sit with expert Pastor Cal Roberson, who will urge David to prove his side of things. When he apparently won't, it will prompt Michelle to take matters into her own hands and call David's cousin Denise for the details. More will unfold in regard to the alleged S***XT scandal, and unless David is vindicated, Michelle will be pushed over the edge. Married at First Sight airs Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Lifetime. Source: Access Hollywood, YouTube TV show. My favorite TV shows. My watchlist success. 65. 5/10 your rating. Close. 10 stars, 9 stars, 8 stars, 7 stars, 6 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Rate now 0/10. Leave a review. Your comment has not been saved. Married at First Sight TV 14 reality romance. Release date July 8, 2014. Network. Lifetime. Showrunner Sam Dean. Cast: Pepper Schwartz, Calvin Roberson, Viviana Coles. See all cast crew. Stream Where to Watch. Close. Where to Watch streaming by. Based on the Danish version of the series, Married at First Sight is a reality show, social experiment that gives singles a chance to find a lifelong partnership with one particular caveat. They must agree to marry a stranger arranged the moment they meet. Experts provide counseling and guidance as they help couples navigate their new marriage with their unknown partner and highlight the journey of the newlyweds from wedding to honeymoon to beginning their new lives together. At the end of 8 weeks, couples will decide to stay married or divorce. Directors: Charlie Mysick, Michael Fitzpatrick Lawrence Jr. Nick Petrie. Writers: Lot Offenberg Bergquist, Razor Rizzotti. Main genre reality seasons 20 powered by Expand Collapse.